Hi guys, it's Jessie Holton here, your Stamping Up demonstrator for Australia, jessieholton.com. Today I thought I'd show you some really sweet cards using the Seasonal Bells bundle, and it's out of the holiday catalogue, the 2016 holiday catalogue, but it is continuing, it's not retiring. So you can still buy these as a bundle until the end of December and save 10%. Otherwise, they'll be available separately into next year. And here's a couple of samples that I've made. Now I'm going to make a bunch of Christmas cards today using Cucumber Crush. But I thought that I'd show you one with mint macaron and just show you, that this could easily be a wedding card as well as a Christmas card, depending on the colour of the cardstock that you put behind it. This could still be a Christmas card with mint anyway. But let's get started here. I'll just pop these aside. So I'm going to make up a bunch of these. I'm going to make 5 in silver and 5 in gold, and we'll see how quickly we can get through these. I've already prepped my cardstock, so I do have some Cucumber Crush, which is A4 cut in half and then scored down the middle. I do actually have a couple of sheets that I've done A-frame, and this is because they came from a 12 by 12 piece, so they are 4 inches wide and 6 inches long. Just 12 inches long, but folded in half, so the card front is 4 by 6. So I'll throw those in the mix as well. Let's get started. So this is a really easy card to put together. We'll get started with the gold ones first, and I'm just using some of the beautiful acetate, fabulous foil designer acetate out of the annual catalogue. And this is just really pretty. I've got some dots here as well, but there's also like a more of a Moroccan design, and I think that was it. I think you get 2 sheets of each of those, but they're silver. If you flip them over, they're silver, so you have gold or silver to choose from. And I'm also using some of the I've gone blank. Some of the Fancy Frost designer specialty designer series paper, and this is actually 3D embossed, and I just love the look of this. So I'm leaving this plain white as it comes. I'm not putting any ink on it, and I'm just going to let the beautiful pattern speak for itself. Okay, so let's throw these together. Now they really are very simple. I'm just going to use, and I've already cut my strips. So this is 7.5 inches, 7.5 centimeters, which is almost, oh, sorry, the gold square is 3 inches by 3 inches, or 7.5 by 7.5. The white piece is 6.5 centimeters wide and 10 centimeters, yes, 10 centimeters long, and this is 10 by 14.5. And then I'm using a metallic doily and 2 of these little bells that I've already pre-stamped and punched from the Seasonal Bells set. So I've used this one and this one, and I'm not actually putting any reading on the front of the card. I'm just going to stamp it on the inside, and this is the matching punch. So I'll quickly show you how I throw these together. And I've got some linen thread here that I've already pre-cut, so I'm just going to go ahead and tie this in a little bow. Now they do have some beautiful gold baker's twine in the holiday catalogue. It comes in a pack. And I do have some here. That's what I used on the wedding card, the mint macaron one that I showed you. But I've decided to go with linen thread so that I could have all my pieces the same, because I'm swapping between gold and silver. So I didn't want to, you know, there's no silver baker's twine. So I thought I'd just stick with linen thread. Okay, so, and I'm just going to line up all of my pieces. Make sure they're relatively straight. With the bow on top. And I'm just going to staple the whole bunch together. Because I do find that the glimmer paper, as gorgeous as it is a little bit tricky to glue. So I'm just going to do that, and then also the acetate doesn't take quite so well to my favourite glue, which is the multi-purpose liquid glue, the Tombow glue. So I'm just going to use a bit of tear and tape on the back here. And I'm going to pop that on, so it's about 2/3 of the way and not just a little bit higher than the middle. And then I'm going to use 2 more pieces of the tear and tape. You could also use snail or fast fuse. I prefer fast fuse. And there you go. So we'll see if we can quickly do up a bunch more of those, and I'll try and get through them a little bit quicker now that I'm not explaining what I'm doing and where all the pieces come from. It's actually 6:30 in the morning here, and I thought that I would, because I prepped all of this last night, or yesterday, I was going to do the film for you guys yesterday, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to jump in quickly before my son wakes up and starts running a menace. I'm sure there's a few mums out there who understand where I'm coming from. My boy is going to be 2 in March, and he's just recently learnt the word no, and that's fun. Let's try the fast fuse. That might be. That's better. Didn't have any glue up the top. We'll do this one on spots. And so you guys know the little trick with the fast fuse is and snail as well, just to do a little right angle at the end, and that way you get left with the glue at the top the other trick with the fast fuse is to just hold it on the sides and not put too much pressure down on the top of it. And like I just did then, monkey see, monkey do. That's actually much easier than the tear and tape. And I really like that, you know, by doing the card this way, all of the layers on the front kind of stick out a little bit. And it just gives a little bit more oomph to the card. Get my little piece of linen thread to behave. So I'm just using the pattern on the acetate to try and line up my little gold and white pieces on the front. This is the last gold one. Let's get that little bow done up, trim off the edges. I think this design would look really pretty as well on some real red or cherry cobbler as a Christmas card, or even just on white, the thick white, as a wedding or engagement card. Okay. Now we're onto the silver. Flip these over and we'll start getting the silver backings together. And that's also why I chose to do black memento ink, was because I was doing half in gold and half in silver. You could heat emboss them. These bells would come up an absolute treat if they were heat embossed. Oh no! One of my little bells has fallen off. Didn't quite get them under the stapler. My stapler is sticking to the fast fuse underneath. There we go. So we'll just get these last couple together. And then we'll check the time and see how well I've done. I'm trying to make these videos shorter as I go along. Now you can, if you're local as well, you can also check my Facebook page for all of my classes. And I'm also holding an MS fundraiser on the 7th of January, which should be fun. Stampin' Up have generously donated a big box of goodies for me to raffle off on the day. So hopefully we can raise lots of money for the MS Foundation. A friend of mine was recently diagnosed, and it's a bit of a shock because she's only my age. She's got 2 young children. So it's a bit, you know, not nice to think that these sorts of things happen to people so young. If you're not local, you can also sign up for my newsletter, and on my blog. Excuse me. I have just recently changed my sign up so that you get a free tutorial when you sign up for my newsletter. And when you get my newsletter, you get all of my upcoming news with deals and sales and my own personal promotions. You also get, you know, prior notice of all of my upcoming events. And you also get the sign up form for my catalogues when I've got a new catalogue coming out. So it's always good to be on my list of who's being naughty and who's being nice. And I'll be your little Santa Claus, and I'll send you the latest catalogues out in the mail every time they arrive. And I like to put little gifts in with my catalogues, a little sample of something new. We've got some beautiful new designer series papers coming out with the new catalogue. So the occasions catalogue, I'm actually just waiting for them to arrive in the mail. I'm hoping that they come today. And they will be getting sent out to all of my regular customers and anyone who's signed up for the copy. They are free, of course. And everyone will get a little sample pack of the new designer series paper, one of them. There's 7 new designer series papers in the new catalogue. And the one that I will be sending out is called Cupcakes and Carousels. It's very, very pretty. When I first saw it in the catalogue, I almost looked past it. It didn't appeal to me the first time I saw it, but then I saw, as I flicked through the catalogue, I saw some of the cards that they had made with it, and it's actually got some really pretty designs in there. So I'm chuffed. I'm excited to get my box of goodies. And you know, if you sign up in December, you can start ordering from the new occasions catalogue straight away. You can order occasions catalogue bits to go in your kit. And you can also earn celebration items on your purchases. So with celebrations, you earn, they've got a little mini catalogue full of other goodies, and for every $90 retail that you spend, you get to choose a little celebration goodie for free. And the celebration goodies aren't available for purchase. You can only earn them. So I've already got a couple of those from when I went to On Stage, which is the Stamping Up convention. I went there back the start of November. So we got to pre-order from the catalogue and view the catalogue early. The new one it's live to the public in January, on the 4th of January, so quite a sneak peek. We got to play with all of the new goodies that were coming out of that new catalogue and order some of them for ourselves. So that was super exciting. They always give us heaps of great demos and tips, and you get to see lots of beautiful samples for ideas of how you can use all the new products. And that's it. Those are my cards. Hopefully it hasn't taken too long to get them 25 minutes, it's not too bad. So I hope that you've enjoyed watching me come up with these. I've made some gold and some silver. And I hope that you can apply this really easy layout to some other cards. You could put a different punch, you know, change up the colours, change up the metallics. There's lots of different ways that you could play with this layout and it would still come out looking absolutely beautiful. So if you would like a copy of the catalogue, please let me know. You can register for it via my blog, jessieholton.com. Sign up for my newsletter, subscribe to my channel, don't miss out on any of the promos from Stamping Up, my product clubs, my online card classes, my real life card classes, and you can see my blog for all my current info. I'll leave it there for you guys today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you all again soon. This is Jessie Holton, your Stamping Up demonstrator for Australia, jessieholton.com. Have a lovely day.